So for anyone who wasn't at Expo and may have not gone to your stands, can you just give us a very brief synopsis of your game in under 2 minutes?
Cool, yeah. So yeah, War of the Worlds: One More Day is a story-driven deck building game set in the novel, or set during the novel written by H.G. Wells. So it's all tied right back to that Victorian England vibes. So yeah, you would play as one of two survivors of the Martian invasion, and it's all about evading and dodging and running away rather than trying to fight these monstrous titans of death from Mars. So yeah, you play as one or two survivors. There'll be 6 stories in the core box, and you'll play through the stories. They'll take you to a number of different locations that are in the game, and you'll be constantly trying to survive against the various threats, whether they're Martian based or from the fall of Victorian civilization. So it's a deck building game. So you'll start with a unique deck of 10 cards that's specific to your character. So you'll have the journalist or the infantry soldier in the core box. Each one comes with their deck of 10 cards, their starting deck. And it's, like I say, a deck builder, and you will generate resources and whilst you're exploring the story, and the story is pushing you to different locations, you'll be finding different items to help that you can then integrate into your deck and build your deck up to try and overcome the survive one more day. So yeah, one of the sort of twists, or two of the twists, I guess, on a traditional deck builder is it's story driven. So you'll play through one of 6 stories, and the stories will take you to different locations. They'll take you to different events. You'll have to overcome different obstacles, and get through certain situations and scenarios that are presented to you. And you've got to survive through to the end of the story, and then witness the death of the Martians to stay alive long enough to see all that, and you've won the game. And yeah, the other thing that's slightly different about this to other deck builders is that the marketplace changes depending on the location you're at. So if you're in the middle of the town, you probably wouldn't find like a flare gun or fishing stuff. Whereas if you go to the coast, you'll see like the fishing stuff and fishermen and things like that. So it's the marketplace changes depending on your location. And yeah, there's a lot of running away and dodging and evading these 200 foot tall metal Martians. So yeah.
No, that's great. I mean, I it was one game that Sam and I, managed to get in quite early to come and see you because it piqued our interest. Because I like a deck builder, but I'll freely admit, and I think I said to you when we were at the stand, I'm not normally a person that goes for a solo board game that's aimed at that solo aspect. But the fact that you can still do that as a couple, and make those decisions together, sold it to me straight off. So
yeah, I didn't mention that, did I? So it was designed as a solo game, and it plays incredibly well. Obviously, plays really. I feel like it plays really well as a solo. But we've had so much. I mean, I don't think anybody played it solo at UKGE. Everyone's obviously coming with friends or family, and we'd had 2 or 3 or even 4 people sit down, and you just argue your way through deciding what's best and discussing what's best and trying to make the best next move.
And that happens in an apocalyptic situation. And let's face it, if there was a zombie apocalypse or something along those lines in an invasion, just like War of the Worlds, you'd be bickering amongst yourselves about what you're going to do. So yeah, it's brilliant, and I love that element to it. So yeah, it works really well. So yeah,
Louis Downs. Excuse me. That's what I get for not speaking for so long. Louis Downs on Facebook says, "Really like War of the Worlds themed game. Looking forward to getting that."
Awesome.
That's always good.
Jonathan
last name on YouTube says, "Sounds fantastic, and running away from confrontation, that'll be him."
Yeah, that's something I really wanted to, because I've really tried to tie it back to the original text, the H.G. Wells novel, and all of there's no way you're fighting these things. You're just a little tiny human trying to survive, and I really wanted to really capture that in the game, and not make it about fighting, making it about survival. So I hope, and the feedback I've had, everyone says that comes through really strongly. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that.
Yeah, Sam and I really enjoyed kind of making those decisions. So yeah, no, it's a good call.